Hi, I am Dee Gardner with Gardner Counseling Services. Today, we're going to talk about the role of intuition in your relationships. Do you trust your intuition? Let's talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to go over a few points related to intuition. Intuition is actually undervalued in a relationship. Oftentimes we ignore it or we don't trust it. So this video is about helping you differentiate when is it your intuition or when is it not. You see, your intuition is your guide. How many times have you gone through something and then when you look at it in hindsight, it could be accepting a job, speaking up on a job, making a certain decision related to work or school or relationship or friendship, or, should I go over here or should I go over there? I'm at this fork in the road. Oftentimes, there's this small voice inside of us that says, do that. It's really low, it's really small, but it's there nonetheless. Many of us have not learned how to follow that voice. Then you look at your situation in hindsight, and there were signs. There were signs, and if anything, there was this deep gut reaction, this gnawing that said, don't do that. That's what an intuition will look like. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips. So first of all, we want you to learn about intuition. If you don't know what it is, if you're not sure when is it intuition or when is it something else, when is it my fears, then learn about it. We're in an information age. Information is everywhere. Everywhere where you look, there's information about whatever topic you want, whatever it is you want to learn about. So learn about yourself, learn about yourself. That way you will be able to identify when is this your intuition that's acting in your best interest, or when is it that other voice that might be hungry, scared, angry, frustrated, thirsty, afraid. Which one of those is intuition? That's going to take you doing some self-exploration if you haven't done so. Learn about yourself. Some people are really good with their instincts and their intuition. Some people overdo it and everything is a message. And some people ignore it completely. So there is a fine balance in there. And it's going to be you learning about what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses? What are some past experiences that you need to work through? For example, if you're harboring a resentment or you're angry with someone, and how do you know you're doing it? Because you can feel it when you talk about it, when you revisit that experience, when someone asks about it, there is some button in you that goes, when you think about this experience, when you think about this person, when you think about something that happened in your past, there's this energy, there's this heaviness, your temperature might go up, the pace of your heartbeat might increase, your muscles might tighten up, you might feel heat here or there, your face may even turn red. So all of those are messages that anxiety, it's another one, your anxiety might go through the roof. So what that's going to take is being attuned to yourself, being attuned to your internal landscape, being attuned to what's going on inside of you. Because what will happen is your body will let you know. If anything else fails, your body will let you know something's not right here. It may not have the words, but it'll certainly let you know something's not right here. Let's do this. Even not taking action is an action. So learn to work through your past, learn your strengths and weaknesses, learn yourself, let go of people or situations that don't serve you, that doesn't help you reach your goals, that doesn't help you live up to your potential. Someone's either adding into your life or they're taken away from your life. And it gets heavy, when you're feeling drained, just the thought about this person or the thought about this situation is like, oh, I'm thinking about when I used to work in corporate, and how I remember driving to work as I was getting closer and closer to the building. I remember feeling chest pain. I remember feeling heaviness, getting to my desk, not wanting to see the work, the supervisor, and I had good supervisors. For the most part, I've had some really good supervisors in my life. Um, but if I was not, however, I was not on my path. I was not on a path that was leading me to fulfillment, to my life goals. So this was a stepping stone. And when it was time to move on and to take the next step, it became very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Discomfort moves most people to action. That's what motivate, at least that's a motivator. It can be used as a motivator, that discomfort. So be sure to have goals. That's the next point. Have goals. Live your life by intention. By this time of next year, I want to be here. In 5 years, I want to be there. In 10 years, I want to be there. That will determine what your decisions will look like today. Where do you want to be in 6 months, in 1 year? Write them down. There's a ton of information on YouTube. I have information on as far as setting goals and following your intuition. Your intuition will let you know even what your goals should look like. It will let you know. Something will resonate. Be a moving target. At least have a goal and start taking some steps. If that is not the right direction, your intuition will steer you. Pay attention. Pay attention to discomfort. Now, discomfort can be a motivator, discomfort can be a demotivator. Your gut will tell you. Sometimes when some of my clients come to me in my practice and they'll say, I don't know if I should do this, I don't know if I should. I said, what does your gut say? They usually just go, boom, just like that. Okay, so here's the other thing. Know the difference between intensity and intuition. Know the difference. Think about that relationship. Everything was wonderful at the beginning. We were on cloud nine. It couldn't have been any perfect. Oh my God, this is the one. This is the one. That is intensity. It is not intimacy. It's not intuition. That is intensity. Perhaps, if you were hungry, 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 and then this person comes along and it's like, oh my God, the person of my dreams, that is intensity. Intuition usually doesn't work like that. Intuition is this small, subtle thing. For example, intensity is usually this big, and then all of a sudden it drops. And then we might start thinking, what did I say? What did I do? What did I say? Or they're a jerk, or they did this, or they did that, or they did that roller coaster. That's intensity. Intuition is this small voice that might say, something's not right. Something's not right. This person's coming on really strong right now. Something's not right. Your intuition, something's causing me to just, well, I don't know what it is. You might not even have the words. Again, this goes to you knowing yourself. That helps you come up with language and get clarity and get comfortable with following your intuition. But when you think back at times where you made bad mistakes, or I hate to call them bad mistake, but you had a choice before you, and something was telling you to go one way and you went the other way. Now looking at it in hindsight, you realize the answer was there all along. Intensity doesn't necessarily mean intuition. So I want you to be clear on that. Sometimes we're addicted to intensity. Sometimes a person is addicted to drama and chaos. They call them drama queen, drama king. Sometimes we're addicted to it. That's what intensity looks like. But in a healthy relationship, with healthy growth, we go a little bit further, maybe a little bit backwards and a little bit further and a little bit, but there is a steady getting close. There's a steadiness in getting close. It's a slow upheaval, getting closer and closer and closer. So your intuition will lead you to honoring yourself and honoring others. It's not just selfish, it's self-care. There's a difference between self-care and selfish. Your intuition will say, although I desire this, it's not good for me. And it's not good for the other person as well. Although I desire this position, it's not good for me. And it's not good for the company as well. Your intuition will tell you. So, your biggest teacher is look back, do an honest exploration of your history. Your intuition was speaking to you. It'll even speak to someone. If someone comes to you and they say, I think you should do this, or I think you need to do that, check with your gut. Does your gut resonate with it without intensity? So it leads you toward peace and security. It leads you toward peace and security. You ever been in a dramatic experience, and once you're out of that experience, you look back and it's like, whoo, that was intense. Oh my God, I can't believe I took so much for so long. Oh my God, I can't believe I lived through all this heaviness, this fear, this sadness, this hurt, this abuse for so long. And you don't realize it until you step outside of the intensity. Educate yourself on abuse. Educate yourself on what does peace and security look like. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we don't know, but your intuition does. So learn about verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. Learn about what that looks like. Physical abuse is sometimes someone throwing something or hitting a wall or getting really, really loud, getting really loud and having that, don't nobody mess with me, I'll show them. Those are forms of abuse because what it does is like, whoa, I better not mess with that person. That's fear. Sexual abuse, it's okay to say no. It's okay to ask for what you want as well. It's okay for you to be you. And spiritual abuse. Spiritual abuse says we have the same spiritual belief, and that's a good thing. Or um, spiritual safety says we have the same belief, we have the same faith, we have like faith, and that's a good thing. Or it might be we have different faith here, and I'm going to respect yours and you respect mine, and neither one of us are going to put the other one down, although we might disagree on some things. Some topics have to be avoided. Same thing as politics, even. Some topics have to be avoided if you're going to honor one another. So educate yourself on what abuse looks like. So here's the thing. Either you're around a person or you're in an environment that's giving you a positive energy, that's building you up, that makes you feel stronger, where there's support in helping you reach your goals. There's a sensation in your body that says, oh, life is okay. I don't have to worry about what I say, what I do, I'm going to mess up, or, that kind of thing. Or you know, and you're mature enough where you know what healthy communication looks like. It's okay for you to say yes. It's okay for you to say no. And that's honored and respected. That's the give and take in a healthy relationship. The anxiety is very minimal. There's only a little bit of anxiety when you need to be nudged to go in one direction or another. You're sleeping well, so anxiety isn't keeping you up. You're not having all these emotional body aches. Did you know that trauma, unresolved resentments can cause body aches? Medical problems. So you got that under control as well. You're taking care of yourself, eating right, exercising, you're able to focus. Your thoughts aren't hijacked. There's not these intrusive thoughts where you're having trouble focusing and having trouble moving forward because you can't focus on your goals because you got to worry about what you're doing over here or what you're saying over there or what this person is doing or not doing. And that's where all your energy is going. All of that is heavy. It's heavy. And that chaos in itself can become addictive. When you're following your life, your intuition, when you're following your path, it is comfortable. That doesn't mean there's not discomfort sometimes because our anxieties will steer us and our intuition will steer us. But at the end of the day, you know that you know that you know that you're making the right choice. Nobody can change that. when you know that when your gut is telling you what it is you need to do. So, one way you can develop this intuition is you can test it. You can let's say driving in a parking lot, and you can say, does my gut say I need to go down this aisle or that aisle? I'm gonna follow it. There's this feeling, there's this sensation that'll come over you. Let's just do this. Let's say you're going to work or you're going somewhere and you always take a certain route. Something inside of you is saying, go that way. Don't take that route. Exit first. Exit here. Don't go to that next exit. And then you later learn that you may have missed an accident. Something tells you call that person or don't call that person. You know, something just moves you into a certain direction. Pay attention to that little voice. It comes up often, often, and then do it. If you're the type of person, now this is different for different personalities. If you're the type of person that questions yourself and questions whether or not you know what to do and says, I'm confused, you're the one that for sure, when the thought comes up, do it. Take action. If you're the type of person that freezes and pulls back and don't do anything, take action. If you're the type of person where you feel like you're very overconfident and you jump out there and you make moves without thinking, take a moment, take a deep breath, focus on your feelings. Focus on what's going on inside of you. Inside, there's this deep thing, there's this deep little voice that says, you don't need to say anything right now. Don't do anything right now. And there's a calming that comes with it. So hopefully that was helpful. Learn about your intuition, have goals, know the difference between intuition and intensity. Pay attention to your energy and the energy of people around you. If they have a heavy energy, it's coming your way. It's contagious. It's contagious. Pay attention to what's going on inside of your body. And you can test your intuition in order to it's like a muscle to exercise it and get familiar with how that voice sounds and looks and feels. Thank you for listening. Remember to click the like button if you like this video. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you practice listening to your intuition and acting on your intuition. I'd love to see your comments below. If you haven't subscribed to this station on YouTube, click the subscribe button and subscribe to my station. This is one of the videos in a series of healthy relationships.